you have to create a flow chart. How many of you know process flow chart? Process flow chart. How many of you know process flow chart? Do you know process flow chart? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'll give a small assignment to all of you. Today, after the training program, you please create a process flow chart for a coffee making process in your house. What is the task given? Coffee making process in your house. Is it a simple task?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How do you go and prepare a coffee by yourself today evening? Today evening, go to the kitchen. Whatever first you are doing, please write it down as the first step. Suppose you switch on the stove. Then what is the first step is? Switching on the stove. Then next step, you put a vessel on the stove. Right? Then third step, you add milk. Then fourth step, probably you add some coffee powder. Then you add some sugar. Then probably you stir it. And then you allow it to maybe boil. Then you put it in a cup. And now the resulting diagram is called what? Process flow chart. Now try to understand whether there is any mistake you have done. Should I switch on the stove straight away, or can I switch on the stove after keeping the vessel and after pouring the milk and other things? Which is better way? You all understand?
Switching the stove straight away, sir.
Switching on the stove straight away is good. Is it so?
After placing the
I
vessel,
used to do like that only.
See, what you used to do, need not be correct. What you used to do is one thing, but what is correct, I am asking. Which is
after
better?
placing the vessel, sir.
Yeah, what is the advantage if I switch on the stove after placing the vessel and after pouring the milk? What is the advantage I get?
The vessel will be heated sooner, sir, so that it reduces the time of getting heat, sir.
Reduces the time of getting heat. And then what is the point heating, an empty vessel? Do you understand my point? What is the use of heating an empty vessel? So better idea is you add the milk and everything, then you switch on the stove. Am I correct? So at least you can save the fuel. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So always a better way of doing a work exists. You come to know only when you document it. So the task I am giving to each one of you is you need to prepare a process flow chart for coffee preparation. What I suggest is you have to prepare a coffee for yourself and document the process as it is without any improvement. Do you all understand how to prepare the process flow chart? You go to the kitchen, whatever you are currently doing, whether it is correct or wrong, document it as it is. And then sit in a table, go through your diagram. What can be done to improve the process? Improving the process means the resource consumption should be low. Improving the process means the result should be better. Improving the process means the time required to prepare the coffee should be less. So these are my final result, targeted result. So what can I change? What can I change while preparing a coffee? So then make changes. Come out with a new process. I want you to give me the old process as well as a new process. The old process probably may give me a coffee consuming more resource. But the new process will give me the same coffee or a better coffee but consuming less resource. Do you all understand how the process flow chart is helping me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So process flow chart is another quality control tools. In my opinion, you all must master all the 7 QC tools. You have studied cause and effect analysis. You have studied Pareto. Now I am giving you a task to create a process flow chart. The improved version of process flow chart is called value stream mapping. Do you get my point? The improved version of process flow chart is called what? Value stream mapping. So first diagram is process flow chart. Second diagram, the improved process flow chart. Now, I want you to convert the second diagram, which is process flow chart of the improved process, into a value stream mapping. For that, what you need to do is, see here, process number 1, process number 2, process number 3, process number 4. What is process number 1? I keep vessel with the milk. Process number 2, I heat it. And process number 3, I add coffee powder, sugar, and then finally I undistil it. All these things I do here. And then finally I serve it in a cup. And now that cup of coffee is given to my mother, and who is the consumer of the coffee? She will be, consuming the coffee I prepared. And now next time tomorrow when my consumer wants a coffee, she will place an order. That order will be received by a manager in the restaurant, and that manager will immediately trigger a supplier who is another manager who will provide me all the ingredients. Once all the ingredients, next set of ingredients comes to me, see here my ingredients comes. I again run the process. The coffee is again delivered to my mom. Do you understand? This cycle keeps on rolling. Every time customer places an order, an item is manufactured. Do you all understand the diagram here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the difference between flowchart and this diagram? What is the difference between flowchart and diagram? Your flowchart contained only 4 processes. Am I correct? Come on, yeah. Say
Yes,
something.
sir. Yes, sir.
Your flowchart contained only 4 processes. Coffee, milk adding and stirring and heating, and these are the process. But in addition to the process, I am bringing the client also. I am bringing, my factory operations manager also. One who is releasing the order, one who is receiving the order, one who is, approving the order for execution. Then somebody provides the raw material. Then the process is going on. So when I add more information, my flow chart becomes, what is the name? My flow chart becomes what?
Value stream mapping.
I keep adding more information. I not only add this. Do you see here? What is this 3D means? 3D
3
means
days.
3 days. 3 days are consumed by your company to procure the raw material. Do you understand how your company is operating? Do you get an information? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If your company consumes 3 days to procure the raw material, will you be worried or you will be happy?
Worry.
So do something to reduce this consumption of 3 days. Your supplier should provide the material very quickly so that production can start. Your productivity will improve. And you people, the resources waited for 3 days for a work of just half an hour. Do you understand? In order to do an half an hour work, how much time this machine has waited?
3 days.
This is how work is happening in your company. This diagram is called what? Value stream mapping. This is called time ladder. This is called time ladder. And now this half an hour is divided into two portions. One is changeover time. Another one is actually cycle time. Another one is actually cycle time. Changeover time is different and your cycle time is different. Changeover time means doing the setting in the machine. Cycle time means the time actually, required to run the process. Or I think here they made it like this. This is cycle time. Changeover time is sometimes called setting time, setup time. What is this lower one? Setup time. The upper one, cycle time. Cycle time means the time required to run the process. Setup time means the time required to bring the machine to a working condition. So setup time, do you see? Setup time is, waste. Setup time is a wasting time. You need to understand. Setup time is non-value adding and cycle time is the value adding. Setup time is non-value adding, cycle time is value adding. So setup time and cycle time is called, the totally is the process time, that is half an hour. So this half an hour contains value adding time also, non-value adding time also. In this 1.5 hour, 60 minutes is value adding, 30 minutes is non-value adding. What is the other name for non-value adding? What is the other name for non-value adding?
Waste.
Waste, muda. And in between there is a waiting time of 1 day, there is a waiting time of 2 days. All these waiting time, 2 days, 1 day and 3 days, are they value adding or non-value adding?
Non-value adding.
So do you find enormous opportunity exists for improving your business? Am I correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How do you understand all these opportunity? Before plotting the flow chart, before converting the flow chart into value stream map, or after creating the value stream map?
After creating value stream maps.
That is the use of value stream map. The opportunities for improvement, all the wasteful activities will get visualized. The value stream map helps us to visualize all the non-value adding activities. I hope all of you understand what is value stream map. Created and implemented by Toyota. It documents all the activity from order till final delivery. Value stream map focus on how value is added to a product or service by enhancing its functionality. These are the symbols you must use. See flowchart symbols. All of you, do you all know the flowchart symbols? Are you all familiar with the flowchart symbols? Use
Yes,
a square, use a circle, use a diagonal. Use a diamond, triangle, so many things. But these symbols are called VSM symbols, right? Value stream mapping symbol. If you draw like this, this is called warehouse, an entry and exit. What is this? What is this symbol for?
Customers or suppliers.
Customers or supplier. This means an employee or a person in your factory. This means your employee is going and seeing. This means material is flowing. Material is flowing, but the flow is pull. When I put the cross lines, this hatching, the material is pushed. What is the difference between the arrow? This one is what?
Push.
This is
Pull.
pull. So everything is important. An office means you have to draw like this. Information is flowing in a hard copy. Information flowing in a hard copy means I send a letter. That is like this. I send an email to you. That is electronic. Truck delivery shipment will be indicated like this. Here in the ladder, you see what is that we discussed. This is called a time ladder. In the time ladder, what is this time? This is cycle time. What is this time? Non-value adding time, right? You see here. Cycle time or process time. What is this thing? Inventory or queuing time. So in the time ladder on the top, there will be value adding also. There will be non-value adding also, right? So you need to figure out the non-value adding, either eliminate the non-value adding or reduce the non-value adding. And when I put this kind of triangle and I put Q, it means my item is waiting. It means my item is waiting, right? And this is production means I will use this symbol. Withdrawal means I use this symbol. And the supplier means I use this kind of inverted triangle. When I arrange like this, it means it is something like a rack where I can store my item. We call it supermarket. When I put a box and write FIFO, FIFO means first in, first out, right? And then this means any improvement. I will look at my diagram, wherever improvement opportunity is available, I will put that improvement, this kind of flashing symbol. Then I will improve the process. Do you now understand all the symbols? Yes?
Yes, sir.
I use all these symbols. You see here, I put something here. That means I can do some improvement. I put this symbol here. That means here also I can do some improvement. So something like that. So in this process, I'm sorry. In this process, I want to show only one thing. Let me zoom this and show you. Let us see what is written. I don't think you can read. What is the number written here? How much percentage it is?
1.350.
1.35. That means out of 100 minutes, 1.35 minutes work is done. 98.7 minutes wasteful activity. Do you understand? Out of 100 minutes, see here, according to the flow I observed in the factory, out of every 100 minutes, how much time work is happening?
1.35.
Are you happy with your work?
No, sir.
So 98.5% of the time, people are doing value adding or non-value adding?
Non-value.
adding.
How much percentage of the time they are doing value adding?
1.35.
1.50.
At least you must have 20% of time people doing value adding work. If not even 20% efficiency is uptime, you cannot run a profitable business. Am I correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So that 20% is called, process cycle efficiency. What is that called?
Process cycle efficiency.
Yes. Now VSM is over. How many of you understand VSM? Let me know with your reaction, or you can type VSM in the chat box. And then we move on to another two. Are we going fast today?
Yes, sir, but it is okay, sir.